まるで心に獣がいて牙をむき
世界に行く
絶望した日々あったからこそ悪くなってわけなんじゃないだぜ
恋もしたしさよならも
ちゃんとしたのかわからないけれどあれから僕らにもいろいろあったいろいろあったけど生きていればグッジョブあれからみんなにもいろいろあった元気ならグッジョブ And that elaborate intro was the newest song from Kenji Ohtsuki and the Zetsubou Shoujoutachi. I talked about this before, like a week ago or two, when they announced that there was going to be a new promotional single for Kakushigoto. Well, I'll tell you it's out, and you can go download it and buy it. Definitely go do that. Please encourage Ohtsuki-san to continue making music because he's amazing, and this single is great, and it made me so happy to listen to it. So happy that, of course, I learned and decided to sing it in one day because it came out yesterday. Yeah. But welcome to Weeaboo Wednesday. That was a long intro. Tackle. Co-host. So welcome to Weeaboo Wednesday. This is when I steal anime and Japan-related news and present it to you in a fun little video package. Shirokuma Cafe will resume its manga June 27th. Now this one is truly joyous to me because I love Shirokuma Cafe. This is a series that's been going on for a while. They've done a manga and they did an anime as well, but yeah, it would seem that they're gonna pick the manga back up. The manga started in 2008 and they made an anime in 2012, and they're gonna start back up with Polar Bear Cafe or Shirokuma Cafe Today's Special or something like that. And it's going to continue onward, which is great. I don't think we'll get any more anime, but I can hope and dream because I love Shirokuma Cafe. Both times I've gone to Japan, I had to visit the actual cafe. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it, go read it. It's so heartwarming and amazing. But yeah, it's picking back up since it paused last May, which is a pretty long lapse of time, so welcome back, Shirokuma Cafe. We missed you. ReZero's Season 2 trailer is actually pretty substantial this time. The trailer also features Konomi Suzuki Realize, the song which will be the opening for ReZero Season 2, and it's essentially this really long, almost music video with the opening. And it's really cool because they actually show a lot of animation from what I can assume is the actual show. It's not just Natsuki walking through a bloody field or something like that. There was actually a lot of clips from different shots, and it looks pretty darn good. We even get to see the White Witch, who I assume is the one that everybody confuses Emilia with. Don't judge me, I didn't play the visual novel. I don't have time for that. But still, it's exciting, and we should be getting ReZero Season 2 pretty soon. From what I understand, it's currently scheduled for a July 8th premiere, so get ready, boys. It's time to go Beetlejuice or Beetlegoose or whatever the hell his name is. The guy that would... that guy. Betelgeuse. 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 There's gonna be a new RPG Maker, which is pretty crazy because the last one came out in 2015. Or I should say the last revision. The most recent one was 2015, it was called RPG Maker MV. The new one's gonna be called RPG Maker MZ. That releases this summer, so that's pretty cool because there's a lot of really great games that have been made with RPG Maker, and hopefully these new tools and things that we get in this new edition will help to inspire all new kinds of fun games. One I always recommend is Aoni, which spawned a whole franchise of craziness. Holy crap! Shaman King is not only 20 years old as a series, I talked about that recently, but they're actually making a new anime which is scheduled to come out in 2021. Yeah, it would seem that Shaman King is getting a brand new anime which will completely follow the manga of 35 volumes, which is pretty darn long, so it's going to get the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood treatment or the Hellsing Ultimate treatment, where it's going to follow the manga to a T. Which is crazy because, man, Shaman King came out back in, what, 2001? That's insane. The anime that premiered on, like, the Fox box, like, it's such an old series, and to think that it's been so long, because I was in, like, middle school, going into high school, I think, when Shaman King first, like, was on TV. Man, that's insane. I'm interested to see what it might bring. Godzilla vs. Kong was to be the next Godzilla movie in the MonsterVerse to follow Godzilla King of the Monsters. Not sure if you're following this stuff, I'm a big kaiju nerd, so, you know, it's pretty relevant to me. So relevant that I got my Gojira hat, but whatever. The newest movie was to come out originally May of 2020, which of course we are long past because of pandemic issues, so they pushed it to November of 2020, but they now have pushed it until May of 2021, so we're not gonna get Godzilla vs. Kong until next year, but hopefully that means it'll be that polished and it'll be that good when it finally does come out, and it'll blow everybody's expectation away, and Godzilla will eat that stupid monkey. I talked about a game called 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, which was a new Vanillaware game that was coming out in Japan. And I said to myself, man, we probably won't get this. This looks so dope, but there's so much text. We'll never get a game like this here, translated in time. Sure enough, it's coming out in September. That's crazy. We're actually getting 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim this year. That's nuts, because I talked about that in the previous couple of months, I don't remember when, but that's awesome that we're getting it. And if you, of course, get the physical version, you'll get it with an art book, which is great because Vanillaware's art is amazing and godly. With that said, it's going to come out in English with both English and Japanese audio, but it's going to come out with Japanese audio by default, and they're going to patch in the English audio later, and of course it'll have subtitles in English, Spanish, French, whatever you might speak here in America. They're gonna have it for you right there. You can play that Aegis Rim, depending on how you pronounce it. Yo, did you know there was a Sanrio Grand Prix of the characters? People voted on their favorite Sanrio characters, and it would seem that the #1 Supreme Champion went to Shinamon or Cinnamon Roll. I don't know. He's adorable, that little white thing with the fluffy ears. I don't even know what he's supposed to be. Cinnamon Roll won with 1.3 million votes, whereas in second place, our boy Pum Pum Pudding won with like 1.2 million. So he was only just behind by like 800,000 or something like that. I don't know, whatever. Interestingly, third place was Pochacho, that dog that I didn't think anybody really cared about. What's really crazy is that Hello Kitty didn't place until 5th place. And she went from having over 1 million votes in the previous year to having only 800,000 votes this year. So man, the queen of Sanrio is being cut down to size. Me, ouch. But no, they've been doing this thing for 35 years. This is the 35th one they've done. They started it in 1986. That's insane. Why would they do that for this long? I mean, why not, I guess, whatever. It's awesome. But next year, Pum Pum Pudding, I wanna see you do better because you're the best. Go ahead and just drop a comment below and say real pudding dog hours or real pom pom posting hours or whatever. This is a pretty big deal. Persona 4 Golden got a remake, or not a remake, but it got re-released on PC for Steam. That's a pretty big deal to see something like that come out now, because the original game came out quite some time ago. In 2012, it was released for the PS Vita, which of course was like a repackaging from the PlayStation 2 game, which had all this extra stuff in it. It's hailed as one of the better games, and Golden is apparently the best way to play it because it has all this extra stuff. It's kind of like if you had 3 or 3 FES, you would want FES. But either way, it's out on PC now, so go play it. Everybody else is. So listen, there may be a continuity error because I may not be wearing the same shirt in Weeaboo Wednesday, but I had to do this now. This is an incredibly exciting package because what is inside is really highly worth a lot of money. Did I say that right? Whatever, I'm gonna get into it. So let me give you some backstory. Basically, I have eBay alerts set up for a lot of stuff, and this thing in here was one of them. Now, I check every so often just to make sure that I haven't missed a notification, but there's a figure in here that I never expected to see for under $300, and I found it for a really great deal. So the good thing is the guy used a lot of bubble wrap. That's nice. Oh my God, this is insane. So the first thing isn't really that exciting. It's a nice figure and all, and I just got it because he gave me a good deal. That's a nice Good Smile statue of Hatsune Miku. It's actually pretty darn nice, and I don't have enough good Miku stuff, so I figured this would be worth it because I really do like Miku. And as I get older, I feel like she's had such a huge spot in my life as a fandom, and she kind of deserves more representation in my collection. And this is brand new. I got this for nice and cheap too. But this is what I'm excited about. And it seriously is what it's supposed to be. There's a little bit of damage to the box, but Let's see if you're ready for this. This is a Ryobone Sentinel figure, and those are super rare, and this one is highly beloved. I got the Ryobone stocking figure from Panty and Stocking with garter belt. This figure is worth quite a bit. If you go onto eBay right now and search for Ryobone anything, all of their figures are worth tons. Usually 2 to 3 times more, at minimum, what they might have sold for regularly. This was a figure that I missed upon release, but now I got it. And I got this for a stupid low price compared to what it's worth. The only thing that I'm going to say bad about this is that there's a slight bit of packaging damage right there. There's a little fold in that cardboard. But to be honest, that really doesn't matter to me because I'm going to open this anyway. So, hell yeah. Now I just gotta get Panty, and God knows that will be impossible. Okay, so this is a Polynesian update. I think we're gonna do an actual official one, but still. Polynesian update. Basically, there has been email correspondence between me and the company that manufactures the die body Polynesian figures. If you watched my Kelly review, you'll know that there was a lot of production issues with her, and I was really upset, and apparently a lot of people online were similarly upset. You can send an email, and I'm gonna link the email below for you guys to check out. If you have purchased Kelly, you can actually email them, and they were very quick to respond and say, hey, we're really sorry, we haven't had any response like this ever. What parts were messed up? Show us pictures and we can send you some replacement parts. I've yet to receive the parts. I responded with pictures and they were like, oh my goodness, that's a lot. And my theory was actually correct. Apparently they said they had to switch manufacturing plants for this figure because of the pandemic issue, so that would be why it got so screwed up. But either way, you can do that if you want to. If you don't, then don't do it. Whatever, I told you. And that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, comment below, and tell me how great my intro was. Go ahead and click this video right here. That's gonna be the Kelly review. It's so good, it's so amazing. I tried so hard to make it amazing, so please go show it some love. And show me some love by subscribing or joining the Discord. I'll see you guys on Friday for a figure review, and I'll kiss you.